Hello and welcome back to another State of the Collection update. Unfortunately, there's so much has happened. So many watches have been come and gone. It's very hard to keep track, and I should have done something in between, but I didn't. So now you have to deduce by yourself of how many watches have been sold and how many watches have come in my collection. It's been a roller coaster ride recently. So this is just the update of what is currently in my collection. I have consolidated a lot. I have kicked out a lot of watches. So it's a bit of it's a very big change actually in my collection. And so we start here with the cheapest one. As you can see, I'm not wearing anything at the moment, so we have everything in my hands. So this is the Casio F91W. One of the cheapest Casios. It's a bit small, but what to do? It's a $10 watch basically, but it is the absolute classic. It is indestructible. Has a chronograph, backlight. What else does it have? Perpetual calendar, of course. Yeah, and also all the basic functions, right? That you have with a alarm, of course. It has an alarm function, so it's a pretty cool watch for $10, and it's the one of the cheapest you can get. So this is everybody needs to have one. I don't know why, but yeah, you should have one. So with my Casio metal G-Shocks, I had 9, and now I only have 5 left, I think. 4 have gone to auction. They're not yet sold, but I'm going to reduce also that collection. I'm not showing them today because they are in a different physical location at the moment, but I will keep the 2 GMW B5000 TVA and TVB. Then I will keep the steel version and maybe one of the rose gold version. And I think everything else will be sold. I will auction it off. But here, this is my Casio Oak, and I think it's the best one. This one, I had the black one before. I had the previous version. I had a transparent version of this, and I had a gray version of this and the steel version of this. All have been sold again. This is the one to keep, because for me at least, because this is the one with the new module inside. So this has the Bluetooth and solar power. For me personally, that's what was always missing from the Casio. I'm a big fan of solar power for quartz operated watches because I really don't like changing batteries. So this is absolutely fantastic. Also the Bluetooth module that you can trigger auto syncing as well, 3 times or 4 times a day. It auto syncs with your phone, so it has always the correct time. Wonderful if you fly and if you travel with it and you switch your phone to the new time zone, it automatically does the same on your watch. Absolute fantastic, lovely watch to travel with, and it's just that's the perfect Casio in my mind with this module in it. So continuing with Casio. Again, I'm not showing the G-Shocks just because I don't have them right here with me. This is a Casio Pro Track Night Safari. It's called this model. I actually use this on Safari, not for Night Safari, but sometimes as well. So it has a wonderful backlight that you can't see. It's very nice and blue and green. I don't know if it's actually visible here. Really cool. And all of this is actually luminous material. So that means if it's charged up by the sun and you're at night, it gives your wrist such a glow. It's just absolutely insane. It's a really cool watch. Anyhow, it has the usual ProTrack stuff. It has solar power. It has 3 sensors, so compass, barometer, and I think temperature. Yeah, so really cool when you are traveling in the outdoors, if you're living in tents and all of the stuff. It's just a super cool ProTrack. I love that watch. And then the next one, which I really like as well, is a Citizen satellite wave. Citizen satellite wave. What does it do? It actually syncs up with the benefit. If it's also solar powered, so if it has enough power in it, it actually syncs up with the GPS satellites. And as you know, GPS satellites actually work based on atomic clocks. So every satellite has an atomic clock built in, because that's actually what they do. They just say, hey, I'm satellite number 15 and this is the current time. And then based on the different signal length, you can triangulate where you are on the planet. So anyhow, so this is a GPS. It doesn't have a chronograph function. It has, of course, all the world time. It can locate itself based on where you are in the world and then set the time zone automatically. Takes sometimes a bit of time, up to 7 minutes, depending on when you did this last. But you can also have these two pushes and see how much light intensity you just have. 0 at 12 and then full power here at 6. At the moment I'm in the first level here. It's just 6 levels or 7 levels of intensity. And of course it has here a power indicator as well, that you can see here how much power is in the battery at the moment. So it's full. It would be going here. Otherwise this little hand shows you the day of the week. And of course then you have the second button where it shows you if you had any signal reception recently, and it says here no. Otherwise it would say here okay. So that means I have to just take it into the sun outside and it will automatically sync up with a GPS satellite just to set the second hand properly for the correct time. Really cool watch. I like it as well. And of course solar powered, right? Eco Drive Citizen, you can't fault it. So next, I think, and that's the last quartz watch today, is here my Moonswatch Mercury, Mission to Mercury. And I put it on this camouflage strap from, what is this, Monstraps. It's a really cool, I had this strap for, I think, 2 years and I'd never found a watch for it to fit. I bought it and I didn't even know why I bought it. And now I found, I think, a really cool fit for this watch. So I really like it. I always wanted to have the black one. I bought 2 other Moonswatches that are also sold. The baby blue one, I forgot what it was. It's Uranus, I think. And the red one, the Mission to Mars, but both have been sold. This is the one that I will keep because I just love the classic, nearly black look of this Mission to Mercury. All right, what else has happened? I have gotten this one here. This is my Tissot PRX 80 Glacier Blue, Ice Blue, and I love it. It's such a cool watch, and I wore it so much. I bought this on a trip to Scandinavia, traveled to 3 countries, and I think in Denmark, was it Denmark? Denmark or Sweden, I actually managed to get this watch. It was available there at the time. It was quite hard to get, but nowadays it's readily available. But I really love this watch. Of course, Powermatic 80 movement. Some people complain that it has some plastic components. I don't think it's a problem for the price. It can be repaired. It's fully serviceable, so no problem at all. And it's pretty precise and has 80 powers of power reserve based on the ETA 2824 architecture. So it's a very, very robust movement. So, and that's what I have for that. And now getting into other watches, here is my Tudor Pelagos 39. It's the last Tudor that I still have in my collection. Sadly, well, I have done a lot of consolidation. So this is the only Tudor I have. The Black Bay GMT, steel and gold is gone. The Black Bay 58 bronze is gone. Black Bay 58 blue is gone. And I put this, of course, as I always do, on a different strap. This is a titanium strap from, I think it's from Strapcode. Let me see. I think, yeah. No, sorry, from Uncle Straps, from Uncle Seiko here, Uncle Straps. And it's really, really amazing. This is very, very comfortable. I love the Jubilee look. And it's, of course, it's titanium. So you have a double clasp here, nice trigger action, and then of course you see here in the middle it says here titanium. So it's really a cool strap, and it's only $170, I think, the strap, and it's insanely comfortable with the strap and gives the watch a very different look, which I really like. So that's my only Tudor in my collection at the moment. So let's see, what else do we have in the collection? Let's start from the bottom up here. I still have my Bremont. I was thinking about letting go of it, but it's still too many memories of my father-in-law, so that I will not sell this ever. He was in the Air Force, and so this Martin Baker 3 is just a memory for yeah, it reminds me of him. It's a memento, and I really want to keep this watch. So this is now currently on this strap. This is from Deluxe, 22 millimeter, tan leather. It's actually a cool looking watch. Matches the bronze case here pretty well. So it's sorry, the bronze barrel. So it's a cool watch. I really like it. And it stays in my collection. And of course, it still keeps amazing time. I mean, and as you can see, I have wandered to many adventures in my life. Not a single scratch on this extra hardened steel case. I must say, for Bremont, they know how to treat their metals in order to keep them scratch free. So that's a really cool thing. All right, what else do I have? Well, I have something new, I think from the last one, which is this one. People who know me know that I actually had this watch before. It's a Breitling Super Ocean arrow hand, and it gets the name arrow hand from the hour hand that is, of course, shaped like an arrow. It was the last Super Ocean before they started the new shape with the Super Ocean 2. So it was only made for 2 years, 2009 and 2010. It has a automatic helium escape valve here at 10 o'clock. It is a quite chunky watch. It's about, I think, 15 millimeters thick. 1,500 meters water resistance, or 5,000 feet. It's really, really amazing. Of course, chronometer certified. It was my first real luxury watch, and I got it on a rubber strap originally. I sold it, and then after 1.5 to 2 years without it, I decided whenever I see this watch, if I come across one for a decent price, I will buy it back. And it happened. So now it's back in my collection. Of course, not the one I sold, not the original one, but I am so happy. And I have worn this watch like crazy. I love it. It's chunky, it's masculine, and it's super duper robust. I mean, 1,500 meter water resistance. This one is a brick and it can't be destroyed. Of course, ITA 2824-2 movement, chronometer certified, power reserve only 38 hours, but what can you do? It is what it is. So I think one of the nicest looking traditional classic Breitlings. So for me, this is such a classic, and I'm so happy I have it back. So I'm really, really stoked about it. So what else can I show you? A chronograph. I have a chronograph, and this one is a watch I got on an auction. It's as you can see, it's a Lemania-based Omega. It's an Omega 176.007, I think. It's from 1973. This watch is a very, very old vintage watch, and it's a Seamaster, right? I mean, a Seamaster with a gold-plated case. As you can see, it's still in relatively good condition for a 50-year-old or 51-year-old watch now, and it just looks really, really cool. And I was so lucky to find a strap that actually matches the dial so well. And this is again from Monstraps, and I found this strap. I was very, very hesitant because I thought, okay, on the TV, on the computer screen, it looked very well matching, but you never know in reality. But it turned out perfect. So I love this watch. I cleaned it up a bit because it was very dirty. It has a original Omega crystal. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but there's this little Omega logo inside the plexiglass crystal in the center. It's in super good condition, and I really, really like it. It's a fantastic watch. Yeah, again, got it for a good price. I got an extract from the archives from Omega because I wanted to know a bit more about the watch. It cost me 120 Swiss francs, but I got the information where it was delivered to, and it was delivered in 1973. Sorry, what am I saying? 1973 to a country called Burundi in Africa. So that's where the watch was originally delivered to. Pretty cool. I love it. And this is the Lemania movement has a couple of quirks. So, for example, if the chronograph is running and you pull out this this hand, you can see that there's two hands moving, the minute hand and here as you can see, this other hand, this is the minute counter, which is a central minute counter. So something is not 100% right, this little movement. But I think it has to get to service, but it keeps excellent time. So I'm not rushing it because vintage watches have to be careful. Yeah. Anyhow, so this is great. I love this watch. A fantastic piece, new piece in my collection. And of course, from 1973. Another watch you already know is here the Breguet Type 20. Again, still have it on my deluxe, ostrich leather strap, also matching very well the blue dial. It's a cool watch, the Type 20. This one is from 1997, was originally delivered to a jewelry store in India, and I got it on an auction as well for a very good price. Love this watch, fits me well. And as always, you remember with these clasps, small trick, press here in order to close it, and don't press here. It's amazing of how simple. If I press here, it doesn't work. If I press here, it clicks. It's perfect. So anyhow, that's a small trick, just small tip on the side for these friction fit clasps. If you press them here, it's much easier. Anyhow, thank you, Mazen, for the tip. Mazen, my friend Mazen, told me that little trick, and it's a lifesaver. It's so much easier to close. Okay, last watch from the lower section of my box is this one, and it's the newest one. It's a Tissot PRX. Yep, I got that with a fantastic discount at the moment, so I just thought, well, let me get it. It's a bit of a chunky monkey, but I love it. Since I don't have my Zenith DeFi 21 anymore, I sold it. I have this Panda style watch back with integrated bracelet because that's how my Zenith used to look, and I just wanted that kind of look back. So I'm really enjoying it. It's a bit big, but it does work quite well on my wrist. It's thick. The thickness is it's borderline, but I can live with it. So that's that one. Now, one watch, and it's my only Rolex. People who saw the previous one know that I had a Rolex before. Two Rolexes in my collection before, but now I only have one left, and that is this one. It's the GMT Master 2 GRNR, the 126713. And unfortunately, here, this is the only thing left in my box. It's just a warranty card because it's in service. Can you believe that? This watch was delivered in August and already stopped working. It just stopped ticking for whatever reason. I have no idea. And it just stopped in the box. So it's back with Rolex and gets hopefully repaired soon. Another watch here, currently on a green strap, is my Glashütte Original in rose gold Pano Reserve. As you can see, here's the reserve indicator on the top right. Love this off-center dial, the panoramic date. Beautiful watch. I got it for my birthday from my wife. It's a fantastic watch. It's just amazing. I've never thought that I would ever like gold watches, but how can you not love this watch? I mean, look at that. You have solarization, you have the beautiful double swan neck, hand engraved, the micro rotor. It's absolutely insane. A stunning watch. Stunning watch. So what else do we have? My Sky Dweller is gone. So in its place, I now have this Vacheron Constantin Overseas. And this is, of course, the one with the silver dial. I decided to go with the silver dial because I wanted to have more options for changing the straps. As you know, I love changing my straps. In this case, because it's a proprietary clip here. So here you can such an easy way to actually change your strap. It's just really, really handy to have that. So I got the blue one, the red one from the Vacheron Constantin boutique, but I didn't feel it looks nice on my skin, so I decided to give it to a friend. Love this watch. It's just insanely comfortable. And I mean, this is something where Vacheron has this little micro adjust here that you can pull out here, 2 millimeters on each side, I think. Just if your wrist swells a bit, not smells, swells. It's a lovely watch. And of course, you can see the beautiful movement, Geneva seal movement, Geneva seal case. So you have all of the hallmarks of Geneva on every piece of that watch. I love it. So sorry for the Skydweller, I had to go, but this was the replacement, so I can't be angry. Another cool watch and another golden watch, which, well, who would have thought, again, that I have so many golden watches. 2 golden watches now, and this is my Blancpain Demi-Savonnette Villeret, blah, blah, blah. It's a full calendar or annual calendar. Sorry for the squeaking. The strap I put on, it's a lizard leather strap. I don't know why it squeaks. It's the right size, but maybe it goes away. It has a beautiful moon phase display. Of course, the pointer date here for the date, and then of course the day and the month indicator here. It's a beautiful watch, has this lovely case. It's rose gold as well, and Demi Savonnette. That means it's half hunter case back. So that means if I open here the case back, ta-da-da-da, you see the beautiful decorated movement with this guilloche rotor in solid gold, and of course a beautiful movement inside. 72 hours power reserve, 2 barrels. Lovely, lovely thing. Now, what else does it have? It has pushers here to correct the date. And usually in these Blancpain watches, they're under the lugs, which makes this extremely smart because you can actually hide it and you don't have these ugly pushers on the side of the case. But in this case, because of the hunter case back, they couldn't put them under the lugs because you wouldn't reach them with your fingernails. So they decided to put them under this little case back here. Beautiful watch. This watch was personally handled and kissed by Jean-Claude Biver when I interviewed him on during Dubai Watch Week. So this is very special and can't leave the collection. He told me that his biggest regret was selling Blancpain to the Swatch Group back then. So that's why he actually founded his company, Biver Watches, recently. Yeah, what else do I have? I still have this Blancpain, and I think this will also stay with me as a diver's watch. Here, my Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathi Scarf ceramic, that movement, a 13-15 movement, 120 hours power reserve. In reality, that's when the battery died on me. So this is the Blancpain 50 Fathoms Bathi Scarf in ceramic blue, 43 millimeters. It's a bit of a chunky watch, but it works on my wrist. I love it, and it will stay in my collection for the foreseeable future because it's so lovely, nice, and blue, and I love blue. All right, and now last but not least, what else is left? And that is my Moser the Heritage Dual Time. Currently on a brown leather strap. It comes on a gray kudu leather strap, which is also pretty cool. A beautiful watch, again, with a lovely movement. The HMC 209 has this dual time function. You can see here this little gray hand that actually moves here back and forth and showing a second time zone. It's a lovely watch with a beautiful, beautiful burgundy colored dial with a hidden logo. I don't know if you can see there. The Moser logo on 12 o'clock is hidden behind it. I mean, it's very, very subtle. I love that subtlety. I love the style, the wire lugs. It's a strap monster, strangely enough. It works extremely well with black straps, with white straps. Because of the white indices, it looks amazing. And of course, also with the gray leather strap it comes with. So it's a beautiful, beautiful watch, and I really, really like it. So that's that. So you can see this on my wrist. So that's the collection at the moment. So a lot has changed, a lot has gone, a lot has come into the collection, but I try to actually upwards consolidate a bit because I felt it is better to have a few less watches, and you can see I still have too many, so there's still some room. But my current favorites are, of course, here my Blancpain and my Vacheron Constantin, and obviously the Glashütte Original, and my everyday watches like the Super Ocean, the Tissot's, and the Pelagos are always there as well. So, yeah, fantastic pieces. And I really enjoy all of them at the moment. So, oops, they just decided to go. And of course, that's also one of the watches I wear most of the time, this little PRX. So, yeah, that's it. That's my state of the collection. I hope you enjoyed this. I know a lot of people asked for an update, and that's it. So, and I hope that next time I can actually show you my GMT Master 2, because unfortunately it is still at service for 1.5 weeks now. I guess in a few days. I hope to get it back after 2-3 weeks, but let's see what happens. See here they've the PRX. The normal one, and here again the chronograph Panda with the golden hands. Also really nice watch. I really enjoy these. Relatively cheap and cheerful, and nowadays you can even get them with a nice discount, so that's a good thing. So lovely watches. Yep, so that's it. Chunky monkeys, yeah, you can see 2 very thick watches. Anyhow, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and we see you hopefully I see you, or you see me, in another half a year, 1 year, for another update. Hopefully I could show you then as well another Rolex maybe, or maybe an A. Lange & Söhne. I am looking at a certain piece, and I hope to find one on a good price, but there's so many nice watches. Also, no Panerai anymore in my collection. And there is one that I really, really want. But again, I'm looking for a good pre-owned deal and waiting for that to happen. Yeah, and 2024 is the year of consolidation. So whenever I get something, at least one needs to go, maybe even more than that, because I don't want to put any additional money in my collection. I want to make sure that I keep the value, but just shuffle things around rather than consolidate, rather than put more money in. So that's my idea at the moment. So yeah, I had an Oris as well that came and went. Really cool one, but what can you do? Yeah, I didn't really bond with it as much, so it had to go. All right, so much for that. It was a bit chaotic, but that's how it is in my collection. It is the opportunistic mess that my collection always has been and always will be. So thanks for watching. See you soon again. Bye.